I can feel it in the air. Ooh, there's something in the water. No, I wouldn't go down there. Ooh, I wouldn't even bother. 'Cause I can see it in the sky. Oh, there's something on the horizon. No, I wouldn't try to hide. There's no use in trying. The storm is coming, and it's coming fast. So grab a hold of something and enjoy it while it lasts. Coming closer, closer. It's coming closer. It's coming closer. Closer.
standing between you and the threat in our skies, until the all-clear sounds. As the storms roll by, Red Rock weather.
Hey y'all. Welcome in. Test. Make sure y'all can hear me today. A little bit of a newer setup. I don't know how long of a stream this is going to be, but we just pass on some information. What's happening around us. I know there's a lot of storms that are currently in our area. We're also seeing, let's do this real quick. Two different areas of flash flood warnings. And that's going to be in, so flash flood warning means there's active flash flooding happening at the moment. And that's going to be for let's see, until 10 a.m. For northern Jackson County in northeastern Alabama and southern Franklin County in middle Tennessee. So Anderson, High Top, Cowan, Estill Fork, Princeton, Monument, turn around, don't drown. We all know this. Includes an area of about 9,000 people. 4.5 homes. We do have a few public school systems there. It's a pretty wide area there. And we also have a flash flood warning. We're a little bit out to the east of that until 11:15 for Marion County in East Tennessee, including Jasper, South Pittsburgh, Whitwell, Kimball, Monteagle. Let's see. Yeah, Foster Falls, Fiery Gizzard, Chimney State Park, New Hope, Griffith Creek, and Lone Oak. So we do have a few areas of flash flood warnings happening. That is the need to go live today. I just want to make sure that everybody in this area, in our area, is well aware that you're under a flash flood warning. South of Winchester for the next hour and a half. We'll see if they extend that. It does look like there's pretty heavy area of rain still coming through and will make its way into that South Pittsburgh, Jasper, Whitwell area after that. As far as the rest of the coverage area, Fayetteville's had quite a bit of rain. Lynchburg, Tullahoma, Estill Springs. We've had quite a bit of rain. In fact, it's reaching up into McMinnville, Pikeville, and on through Manchester, Wartrace, Normandy, Shelbyville. You've seen some rain and some storms today, but as far as what's going to happen the rest of the day, you will see we will see quite a bit of rain today. I firmly believe that we're going to see quite a bit happening near the midday mark, maybe a little bit later, 1:30, 2 o'clock time frame. So we'll see what happens there, and we'll keep an eye on it. So at the moment, we'll let these storms, I'll stay with you until this system moves through, and then we'll see what's developing. And we'll just make sure that we don't have any more flash flood warnings. I would be very surprised if we didn't get some flash flood warnings for Estill Springs, Lynchburg, Tullahoma area, even into Winchester, Normandy area, possibly into Suwannee. But we know that water runoffs on that big Suwannee mountain is pretty effective when the runoff happens. So, but we'll keep our eye on it. Make sure we see what's happening. We do have a brand new camera. It's right above my head. That is Wilson Avenue, pointing west, kind of west-southwest. Killer cam setup. That's actually seeing exactly where this weather is coming from. Actually, let's get a bigger picture of that. So that's what it looks like pointing towards Lynchburg. We also have our camera supplied by TUA Light Tube. Yeah, they're doing good work in the city and surrounding area of Tullahoma. So we do appreciate them. Then we have the Wilson Avenue construction area pointing northeast towards Tullahoma High School. All right. We also have camera on Winchester, Tennessee. Not looking at the ground or any flooding area in Winchester, but good view of some storms coming in. And we have a view of Ardmore, Tennessee, where a lot of these storms are coming through and passing through that area towards us. So and there we have it. We now have a see. I don't know why it's excluding Tullahoma, but it always does. But I guess city of Tullahoma doesn't need any help from the government telling it that it's flooding currently. So it's ridiculous that all these warnings that happen around us actually skirt the city of Tullahoma itself. So fantastic. When I drove through this morning, saw, and there it is. Flash flood warning until 10 a.m. Franklin and Moore, Tennessee. Let's take a look. Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms reducing in between 1.5 to 2.5 inches of rain. An additional 1 to 2 inches. Let's see. Additional rainfall amounts of 0.5 inch to 1 inch are possible in the warned area. Includes. So that includes Winchester, Lynchburg, Deckard, Estill Springs, Cowan, Huntland, Timsford, Lake, Sewanee, Harmony, Belvedere, Lexi Crossroads, Arnold Air Force Base, Marble Hill, Maxwell, Herdlow, Woods Reservoir, Lois, Beans Creek, Alto, and St. Andrews. So this is the main reason of going live today, is to make sure that we are well aware that flash flooding is actually as dangerous, if not more dangerous, than the actual storm systems that come through. Tornadoes, hurricanes, if you're on the coast, flash flooding kills more per year than either one of those two things. It is very important for me to tell you, if you see standing water on the road, don't go through it. Please. We have seen a lot of effects of flash flooding around the nation this year so far, and there's just going to be more, especially with hurricane season kicking into high gear. Please understand that this is a very serious situation. If your area is under a flash flood warning, there's good news and bad news. I think we will get a slight break in between this current storm system that's happening at the moment and what's going to appear this afternoon. I think we will get a slight break in that. So that is the good news. But at the moment, I'm going to go ahead and put the city of Tullahoma and maybe even reach out into the Normandy area on that warning. If the National Weather Service isn't going to do it, did we do something to the National Weather Service in Nashville to warrant not getting any of these warnings? Somebody made them mad. It wasn't me, I promise. Maybe it was me. I don't know. And I apologize for that. But yeah. Anyway, so we do have 3 current warnings around our area. So that's flash flood warning for Franklin and Moore counties. And then we have a flash flood warning for Franklin and then Marion County. And those are actually the only warnings in the state of Tennessee at the moment. So we should feel lucky. No, that's not it. We do have flood watches, though, for pretty much all of Middle Tennessee. So although these warnings set to expire within the next hour and a half, we still have a watch throughout most of the day until, I think, 7. Let's make sure we get this right. Yeah, 7 p.m. So even if the warnings expire, we still have rain incoming today for quite a while. Like I said, we're going to get probably a short break here right before midday. But from there, we are still going to get some significant rain. So make sure you are paying attention today. If we get special statements on it, we are going to go ahead and tweet that out or X that out. Don't know what to say. We'll tweet that out and then put it on Facebook as well. So make sure you're following those. Make sure that you are subscribing to the channel. Tell everybody that you know in those areas to either tune in or let them know that they're under a flash flood warning. Get me? Make sure we're here. So our altimeter reading Tullahoma at the moment, which measures air pressure, it's basically testing storm strength. Isn't too bad, actually. Talking 30.03 in inches. Your dew point isn't bad either. We're looking at, well, it is reaching up there, 70 degrees in dew point. We do have 100% relative humidity, obviously, and quite a bit of rain. So, as well as you know, tuning in, subscribing, and hitting the notification icon, which helps you know when we're going live. So we're only going to go live if we have some severe weather in our area. So that way, when we do go live, hey, it's going to hit your phone or computer and say, hey, we're live. Tune in. There's some serious stuff happening. That's important because you'll be notified. We only go live when severe weather threatens our area. You'll be the first to know new severe outlook videos that are available. And it helps to validate what I do and make live weather nowcasting a worthwhile endeavor. So that's key to what I'm doing. Here's another thing right here that I want to start doing. You can send in videos and photos. Please only send in videos or photos if you can do so safely. So send videos or photos of storm damage, ominous skies, or any other weather-related media to Red Rock WX on x.com, and I'll be checking that throughout the stream. See if we can restream you and get those videos out. So. Right. We can get this connected real quick. You have to forgive me. Still setting up from arriving today. So this is another one of those instances in which our setup is more streamlined now than ever. So it's getting a whole lot quicker for me to just pop on and start advising. Also tried to check on using a green screen, kind of do like a more weather channel / news channel weather overlay thing. It wasn't me, y'all. I'm sorry. So. All right, we do have flash flood warning for Carter, Tennessee, Johnson, Tennessee, Sullivan. So that's in eastern part of Tennessee. It doesn't really concern us, but we do have it out in that area. So some more warnings for our friends out to the east. All right. I'm going to set up just one or two more things. Please, please, please bear with me. Stick with me. I'm gonna stay on, all right? Just 1 second. All right. So I'm gonna stick with you and keep heading in and out for about the next 4 or 5 minutes as I set up different things. Here we go. So at 8:18 a.m. In Lynchburg, emergency manager reports flash flood 6 to 8 inches of water covering Henshaw Road at Winchester Highway. The road is barricaded. Understand that 6 to 8 inches can actually sweep your car away. Just saying, y'all. Be careful. So we are still under these warnings. All right, give me just one more second. I'll be right back. Okay. We're good. We are back. We are back. We are good. So the flash flood warnings for Franklin and Moore counties expires in about an hour. And for Lower Franklin expires in about an hour. The Marion County expires in 2 hours. And expected rainfall for the Franklin warnings are in between 1 inch to 2 inches in an hour. It's fairly high rainfall there. All right. Wrong. There we go. Beautiful. Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to get this settled here. There we go. Okay. Yeah. We see these storms kind of dissipating now as we move into that area north of Hazel Green, south of Fayetteville, into Flintville. And this area right here. Try that again. There we go. That's a circle. As they move up through that Hazel Green area, a little dissipation. However, check this out. As we're going to see all day, we do still have some stronger storm systems developing. Down here in the south, moving into this direction. So we do still have some rain coming, and even these little blips here can turn into some storm systems. So, keep an eye on these. Again, the main threat today is not going to be, we've seen some elevated wind today with some of these storms. In fact, let's go ahead and check on some of our velocity. Like here in, near Lynchburg, there's some 30-mile-an-hour winds, straight line winds coming in with that. There's a few gusts that are hitting up to 30, especially near Flintville area. There's some higher gusts. Nothing too damaging as far as wind. No hail signatures as of right now, and so what we're looking at is just a bunch of rain. And we know that with the Texas floodings and everything like that, that's been occurring. Flooding is a very dangerous thing. So. So we'll run over the next few days for us. National Weather Service said showers and thunderstorms are likely, mainly after 1 p.m., which is what we talked about. Kind of a midday or a little bit after is when we're going to see some heavier stuff. That's why this flash flood watch is pretty significant. It's not just for this warning that we've had this morning, which is still in effect. But it's significant for the rest of the day. So we do have this warning until 7 p.m. All right. So today, forecast, 70% chance of rain. Showers and thunderstorms are likely after 1 p.m. High near 86 degrees. So anything mid 80s and above, you're looking at pretty warm temperatures to heat up the ground to cause convection of that moisture in the lower troposphere. So as the Earth heats up, that condensation rises, it's convection action, and the less cap that we have in place, the more leeway that it gives these storms to pop off and produce some lightning and winds and stuff like that. The fact that we have had previous storms this morning is a good thing looking at as far as storm production that we'll have today. If we have a break in the storm productions as of now, and the clouds kind of dissipate, which I don't think they really will today, but if we do have some sunshine and it reaches upper 80s and to 90, we'll have plenty of fuel in place for the afternoon to mid-afternoon storms that are going to be possible, or some pretty heavy storms on us. Tonight's a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly before 9 p.m. It'll be mostly cloudy, low around 70 degrees. Tomorrow, we're going to look at a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly after noon. And then after that, we're going to see partly cloudy skies, low around 69 degrees. Friday is a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m. Otherwise, mostly sunny, high near 91 degrees. And then we're going to look at a fairly good weekend. We're looking at sunny with a high of 92 on Saturday, a little bit warm. Mostly clear with a low around 70 at night. Sunday, we're going to look at sunny with a high near 92. And then at night, again, mostly clear, low around 70 degrees. Monday and Tuesday are both 20% chances of showers and thunderstorms. Otherwise, sunny and high near 92. So the soggy next couple of days is going to give way to a fairly nice weekend and heading into the early part of next week. However, depending on what happens with some of these tropical storms that are developing, if they hit the East Coast, we could see some remnants of those heading into, well, it would be next week, possibly the early week after. I have to make sure when that's going to hit land, but there's some chances that that'll actually come into our area. We have seen effects of that when we've had some tropical systems in the Gulf. We've seen some of those remnants head in our direction before. So we'll just have to keep our eye on that. But otherwise, it's going to be rainy today. And again, the flash flooding, something to take pretty seriously today. That's why we're live at the moment. So I've got a great idea. Let's sit down. Hi. Good to see you. So we'll take a look at what's coming up for us. Take a look at some pivotal weather. So today we have this thunderstorm categorical outlook, which is a 0 out of 5, basically. But we are already seeing some effects of that as these storms come through. And tomorrow, here's the forecast as well. Then we're looking at day 3, which is on Friday. We're still under a thunderstorm kind of outlook. I think we will see something, at least a little bit, on Friday. Not sure how much we're really going to see there. So here is our composite reflectivity model. This is 10 a.m. Actually, that's 9 a.m. right there. Still seeing storms pop through. There is 10, and of course, our area is going to be, oh, come on. Our area is right there. So, we'll keep our eye on that. 10 a.m., 11, and then at noon. I really do think we're going to see quite a bit. I think these storms are going to pop off a little bit more to the east, more than what this model is showing, actually. But there's 2 p.m. Here's kind of the 10, 11, noon, and 1 p.m. to 3, 4, and 5. I think early evening, 5, 6, 7 o'clock, we're going to see more of those storms popping. Here's a look at tomorrow. Here's early morning hours, looking pretty clear until about 5 p.m. Well, let's say storms start popping off in between that 2:30 and 3 mark. 4 p.m., 5. And then heading on into the morning of the 15th, and of course we can only hit into 7 a.m., which it doesn't really show much by then. So. So there is a good possibility that we will see a break in the clouds. Blessing. This is from Max Saparis on X. With the recent major flooding in Chattanooga, officially 3 dead and 1 missing after the city got a half foot of rain in just a few hours Tuesday evening. The second highest single day rain total on record, with more flooding occurring at the moment. So y'all keep them in your prayers. Look at Winchester and Ardmore. Ardmore's actually seeing this current storm system that we're seeing down here, this area. Let's take a quick look around, see what's happening with the various areas. We'll take a look at downtown Tullahoma. We'll see a little bit of clearing, a little bit of rain lightning up there. Lightening, not lightning. Take a look at the southwest to the west. We can actually see the sun peeking through. Take a look towards the northeast from Wilson Avenue's construction site. Estill Springs. I think I've had this wrong the whole time. Sorry, y'all. That is Estill Springs. There's a storm that's I don't know why it's pointing towards the southeast. If somebody can control that, that'd be awesome. Get that pointing towards the southwest. That's the look around. So we have, let's see. Currently have 5 flash flood warnings for the state of Tennessee. We have flash flood warnings for Anderson, Blunt, Jefferson, Knox, Loudoun, Roane, and Sevier, Tennessee. It's until 1. Carter, Johnson, Sullivan counties in Tennessee. That's until 1. The Franklin, Moore County, and yeah, let's see. Franklin and Moore County flash flood warnings are until 10. That's in 17 minutes until that's set to expire. We'll see if that's extended. The Marion County warning is until 11:15, and we'll see if that's extended. So those are our warnings at the moment. Once again, if you have reports, please only send them in if you can do so safely. Send videos or photos of storm damage or any kind of weather-related stuff that you have to Red Rock WX on X. And we'll get that up in the stream. And if you're joining, please subscribe and turn on notifications. When you turn on notifications, you'll be notified anytime I go live with severe coverage. I'll only go live when severe weather threatens our area. You'll be the first to know when new severe weather outlook videos are uploaded. And this helps to validate what I do and make the live weather nowcasting a worthwhile endeavor. Thank you to those who've already done that. Our air pressure is actually rising at the moment, which tells me some of these storms are going to start breaking up as the air pressure in our area rising. We always talk about low and high pressures. Low pressures tend to produce storms, and the lower the pressure is in your area, the more severe weather you can see, because it gives way for air moisture parcels to rise more quickly. The denser the air, the higher the pressure. Those air particles have nowhere to go fast. So it leads to more sunny skies, clear days. Check this out. This was from the National Weather Service last night. Heavy to excessive rainfall over the southern Appalachians. So we see right here, heavy rain, flash flooding possible. We're kind of on the edge of that. And we've seen today already the effects of that, right? Rain and thunderstorms, and this heavy rain and flash flooding. Of course, up here we see South Dakota with some severe thunderstorms that are possible. Mostly right here, excuse me, we do see some heavy rain. So and we'll also take a look at this. Ooh. Okay. Taking a look at the current path of Aaron. East of the northern Leeward Islands. It'll peak at 120 miles per hour. As you see, I mean, 8 a.m. Monday, it looks like it's going to be close to the Bahamas. Hopefully this will take more of a northward trajectory, which is what's kind of predicted by the National Weather Service. Otherwise, if it keeps track and heads kind of east-northeast, it'll hit that South Carolina, North Carolina area. All right. So the National Weather Service has now extended the National Weather Service has now extended the flash flood warning for Franklin County until 12 p.m. Now we see expires in 2 hours. So, y'all be careful. There you go. Hmm. They're still watching the storms. You can actually see, well, that radar's out. Dang it. We do see the storms still popping up down through, actually, let's look at some composite. There we go. A little bit easier to look at. Carbon Hill, Moulton, Alabama. These are going to come towards us up through Huntsville into our direction. And now the National Weather Service has extended the flash flood warning for our area. Until noon today. Small creeks, streams, urban areas, highway streets, underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. For Winchester, Lynchburg, Deckard, Estill Springs, Cowan, Huntland, James Ford Lake, Sewanee, Harmony, Belvedere, Lexi Crossroads, Arnold, Maxwell. Yeah, you see all these right here. I mean, it's impacting a lot. 45,000 people. Public schools, 12 public schools, 23 child care centers. So make sure you are aware. Please do not try and drive through these flooded areas. Yeah, a little bit late there. Alert thing. Alert box. Oh, I'm lost. Where'd I go? There we go. Hi. There we go. We're going to refresh that real quick. We're going to refresh it real quick. Sorry for this. Just making sure that we are up to date. It's moving through. Moving through all these. My apologies. I do have a view here. There we go. We can actually look at these a little bit easier. They've extended the flash flood warning until noon. Check this out as well. National Weather Service just released this. Additional scattered areas of flash flooding will be likely going through this afternoon. We're kind of right on the tip of that, but I do think we're going to see a lot more rain today. And we're talking about Aaron just a little bit ago. Aaron continues generally westward. Expected to become a hurricane in a couple of days. That's from National Hurricane Center, Division of the National Weather Service. All right, y'all. So I do see a small break right here that we are heading up to. This area. That continues. We might take a small break. And then come back if we get some more weather. right, we'll take another look around before we take a break. Once again, subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications. That way, if we do go live, you will be you'll be notified. All right. So I want to go ahead and say keep a lookout for flooded roads. Do not try and cross them, please. We are under a flash flood warning. Look at Wilson pointing west, southwest. Pointing towards the northeast from Wilson's construction site. Estill Springs. And there's Ardmore. So, please stay alert. I'm begging you, y'all. Please stay alert. I will, if we get some more severe weather or some more flooding issues, sometime around midday, maybe a little bit after, I'll come back on. We'll talk about it. So. Yeah. All right, y'all. Stay safe. I'll come back on if need be.